Let's talk a little bit about how to fail and wind up paying the state of California tax that you didn't have to do. By not hiring me beforehand, okay, of course, I'm arrogant, I'm confident. The reason I'm confident is if someone hires us before they take possession and follows all of our instructions through the test period that they've chosen to use, they're not going to fail, okay? Recently, I became aware of a case that a lawyer sent to me, said, can we help? And it's scary on two fronts. One of them is, why didn't the guy hire me? And I can tell you why he didn't hire me. He made a decision based on price. He found somebody that would do it for less money. And second of all, they gave way too much information to the state of California. Those are two very fatal things. The tax bill is over $1 million. So what the state of California wants is over $1 million in taxes, penalties, fines, interest, whatever their socialist viewpoint is to steal your money. But the bill is over $1 million. And it doesn't have to be. Too much information was provided. And I can tell you from my point of view, someone inside the state of California is misapplying their own historical records, and they're misapplying what's applied through the IRS, which has nothing to do, if you look into California laws and regulations, there's nothing about this particular viewpoint, which I cannot divulge to you, okay, because it'll give them too much of a heads up. But they're doing it wrong. And my guess is they know they're doing it wrong. Why? Because they've been bullying people for years. And their answer is always, we've always been doing it that way. That's how the first functional use test was designed in the interstate commerce test. Someone just woke up one day and wrote something into life, and they say they've always done it that way. And I could prove to them that they didn't, but it didn't matter. It absolutely didn't matter. Whoever these people are, they can sit in their offices and just say, we've always done it that way, and you have to accept it. And as long as you know that the tax agency is willing to take that position with you, why wouldn't you protect yourself? You have to protect yourself. You have a duty and an obligation and a responsibility to yourself and your family and your company to not pay these taxes and fees to a completely corrupt government. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. If you shop your tax consultant by price, why would you do that? You're going to spend $5 million or $25 million or $70 million or even $1 million on an airplane, and you're going to try to save a couple of $1,000s on your tax advice? It's, you know, unless you believe that you can finance the rest of your life by the amount of times you're going to win a lotto, it makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. And when you're dealing with a state agency like California, that at a whim, they'll change the way they look at information. Okay, and I guarantee you that happens every damn day. You have to understand how to communicate and how to deal with these people. And I will tell you that from my point of view, every aircraft that's had to pay tax was because of some information provided to the state of California by the taxpayer. So you have to understand how to communicate with them. You have to understand what information you're going to give them. But you need to get your mind right about how dangerous all of these interactions with any tax agency is. If you look at them like a voracious animal who wants to eat you, then you got to be more careful about what you do and how you communicate with them. You have to understand whatever their focus is, it's always got a common denominator regardless of what tax agency is. And that focus is they want your money.